How to answer what are your weaknesses at an interview. This question will always come at an interview. Clearly describe your weaknesses, preferably with specifics. You could give a short example of a time your weakness affected your work. Talk about what you have done to improve on your weaknesses. I'll give you a few examples of things you could talk about in responding to the question of what your weaknesses are. You could talk about attention to all the small details. It is a good thing to be attentive to all the small details, but you need to check how much time it takes to check all the finer details. Confidence. That could be a weakness. At times you are overconfident. You are overconfident. Decision making. Maybe you are slow in making decisions, or you take time to make those decisions, in which case some projects may get delayed because of that lack of making decisions in a timely manner. Delegation. You may be poor in delegating because you want to do the work, you want to do it well. In that case, you miss opportunities of helping your teammates to grow and also getting rid of some of the work that you don't have to do. You see, you don't only delegate to train. At times you delegate so that you ease a bit of the work that you have. Feedback acceptance. How many of us like to be given negative feedback? So you could talk about it as a weakness. You are a perfectionist, but how much time does it take for you to be a perfectionist? Fear of public speaking. You probably are interviewing for a manager position. You'll be required once in a while to train your teams or go pitch for a job, in which case you'll be required to speak to different people, to different stakeholders, to staff, in a staff meeting. Understanding when to say no. That could be a weakness because you take all the work, in which case then you get overloaded with a lot of work because you are not able to say no. An example of an answer you could use when you are a person that works so much or doesn't know how to delegate. So you could put it this way. I need to get much better at knowing the difference between hard work and working productively. In my previous job, I used to pride myself as a person that works 50+ hour weeks. We were supposed to work for 40 hours, but I found myself working for 50+ hours. At the end of the day, I got burnt out and my performance was affected. In fact, it was my manager that mentioned that during the end of year review. I'm making a huge effort to work smarter, not longer. I've begun responding to emails in batches, so I don't waste a lot of time during the day sorting through my inbox. I write down 3 goals every morning so that I'm focused on my priorities. I try to take my meetings outside so that I get some fresh air and I don't get so burnt out. These are things that I am making to change so that I become a better worker. Those are some of the tips you could use when responding to your weaknesses during an interview. Make sure that for every weakness, you have a way you are responding as to how you are making changes, as to how you are developing. Thank you for listening. If you are new here, remember to like, to share, to subscribe to this channel so you are notified whenever we have content such as this posted in the channel. Thank you.